Okay, welcome you all for today's session. Uh, Already we started second module of our syllabus, that is control engineering. Uh, so in the previous class we discussed about the modeling of mechanical system. Modeling of mechanical system. In the mechanical system, what we have? So three parameters we are having: spring, mass, and damper. So we have to apply the governing differential equations on the basis of Newton's second law of motion to that mechanical system. Okay, so we developed some differential equations, governing differential equations, and also we, we, wrote, we applied the Laplace transfer to that governing equations. Okay, so finally we get the transfer functions as a 1 divided by ms square plus bs plus k. Okay, similarly today we are going to discuss the mathematical modeling of electrical system. Mathematical modeling of electrical system. So this is a mathematical modeling of a mechanical system, that T is equal to 1 by ms square plus bs plus k. Similar way how to find out the transfer function for our mathematical modeling of a electrical system. Okay. So in the electrical type of system we have three variables. So like mechanical system we are having a spring, damper and mass. Here also we are having the three variables. Those are the voltage, which is represented by the V, current, which is represented by the I, charge, which is represented by Q. So these are the three variables we are considering in this modeling of electrical system. And also we have three parameters which are active and passive elements. So these are the elements which are used in the electrical system. What are those elements? So we are using the resistance, capacitance and inductance. So in the electrical system, we are having three active and passive elements. Those are resistance, capacitance, and inductance. That resistance is represented by letter capital R, capacitance which is represented by the C, capital C, and the inductance which is represented by the capital letter L. So in the previous mechanical system, we are having the mass which is represented by capital M, spring which is represented by uh, spring which is represented by K, okay, and damper is represented by B. Like that here, resistance which is represented by the R, capacitance represented by C, and the inductance which is represented by L. Okay, here also we are considering the three elements. In the previous mechanical system also we are considering the three elements. What are those? Spring, mass and damper in the mechanical system, and in the electrical system we are having resistance, capacitance and inductance. So here three variables are: voltage is represented by the V, current and charge. These are the three variables. In the mechanical system, what are the three variables? See here. Three variables are torque, angular velocity and angular displacement. So in the for rotary motions, okay, and this is for stationary motions or translation motions. Mass, coefficient of viscous friction, spring constant, that is K, B and M are the three parameters which are used in the translation types of mechanical systems. For rotational types of mechanical systems, we are using these three variables, that is torque, angular velocity and angular displacement. In case of electrical modeling systems, we are having voltage, V, current, charge. These are the three variables and these are the three elements. Okay, resistance, capacitance, inductance. Okay, so for designing or modeling the electrical systems, we have to consider three elements. Those are the resistance, capacitance, inductance. For electrical type of systems, we have to consider three variables. So those are voltage, current, and charge. So now we will continue with that. Now we are in condition to derive the analogy between electrical and mechanical types of systems. Analogy between mechanical and electrical types of systems. So there are two types of analogies and they are written below. So there are two types of analogies and they are written in the below. So first we are derive analogy between electrical and mechanical types. So we have to consider the analogy between electrical and mechanical. So that is comparison. You can say in the simple word you can say comparison. Okay, so how to write that? There are two types of analogies. So first one is a force voltage analogy. Force voltage analogy, this is the first type of analogy between the electrical and the mechanical. So mechanical term is here force and the electrical term is voltage. So this force voltage analogy is the electrical and mechanical type of analogy. So there are two types of analogies. First one is a force voltage analogy and the next one is force current analogy. Here force current analogy, force voltage and force current analogy. We have to derive for analogy between electrical and mechanical types of system. Okay, so first we have to consider force voltage analogy. Force voltage analogy. In order to understand this type of analogy, let us consider a circuit which consists of series combination of resistor, inductor and capacitor. In order to understand this type of analogy, so which type of analogy? Force and voltage analogy. So this is the analogy between the mechanical and electrical analogy. So in order to understand this type of analogy, let us consider a circuit which consists of a series combination of a resistor, inductor and capacitor. So these are the three active and passive elements which are used in the modeling of electrical electrical modeling of electrical systems, which are considered, these three are the active and passive elements which are used in modeling of electrical systems. What are those? Resistor, inductor and capacitor. So these are connected in series. So in order to study the force voltage analogy, these resistor, inductor and capacitors are connected in series combinations. We have to connect it. That is, R is indicated the resistor, L is indicated the inductor and C is indicated the capacitors. So these three are connected in the series in order to find the analogy between the force and voltage. Force and voltage are mechanical and electrical. So these three are connected in the series. So the I of t is representing the current which is flowing through the resistance, inductance and capacitors. And this is a voltage V of t which is applied to the circuit. V of t is the voltage which is applied to the circuits and I of t is the current which is passed through this R, L and C. Okay, these are connected in series in order to study the force voltage analogy. Okay, so next one is a voltage V is connected in series with these elements. As you here, this voltage V is connected with these elements. Okay, as shown in the circuit diagram. Now from the circuit diagram and with the help of Kirchhoff voltage law, with the help of Kirchhoff voltage law, for electrical system we are going to develop the differential equations for capacitance, resistance and using the KVL, by using KVL law. Okay, in the mechanical systems we are going to develop the differential equations on the basis of Newton's law of equations, Newton's law of motions, Newton's law of motions. But here we are using the KVL equations. We write the expression for voltage in terms of charge, resistance, capacitor and inductor. Okay, inductors. So here voltage V is equal to L dt square by t square q plus R dt by dq plus q by C. Similarly, as similar as this here, the force for mechanical systems, we are considered that force is equal to m dx square d square y plus b dt by dy plus kx. So in this we are considering what V is equal to, that voltage is equal to L is anything but inductor t square by d square d square q plus R dt by dq plus q by c. This is representing the resistors and this is representing the capacitors. So we have to write all these differential equations by using KVL, in order to find out the force voltage analogy. Why we are consider these equations? So this is called as a mathematical model for electrical systems. So for that we have to write these differential equations. Now comparing the above equations with the derived from the mechanical system, we find that so M is analogous to the inductance. Here in the previous one we have to comparing this M dx square d square y is there, so B dt by dy is there, plus kx is there. So we have to comparing these equations with the here M, the place M here it is L and this is R. Force is analogous to the P. So this F is equal to, so in there F is equal to there, here it is a V is equal to, and M is the analogous to the inductance. Displacement X is analogous to the charge, that Q. Okay. Coefficient of friction B is analogous to the resistance. So there B is there, here it is R. Okay, the spring constant is analogous to the inverse of capacitor. Okay, so that spring constant K into X is there, here Q by C is there, so that K is nothing but inverse of capacitor. Spring constant is analogous to the inverse of capacitor. So this is a comparison. This analogy is known as force voltage analogy. So mass is equal to the inductance, this R is equal to the friction, that is B. R is equal to the B in mechanical systems, L is equal to M in the mechanical systems, and the C is equal to 1 by K inverse of spring constant, or you can say that K is equal to inverse of capacitor. So this is a comparison, or this is a analogy is known as a force voltage analogy. So V is replaced with F is replaced with P. Okay, M is replaced with the L, and this B is replaced with the R, and the K is replaced with 1 by C. So this is a force voltage analogy. So next one is force current analogy. So previous one is force voltage analogy. Now we will move with force current analogy. So in order to understand this type of analogy, let us consider a circuit which is consists of parallel combination of resistor, inductor and capacitor. So in the previous, in order to understand the voltage current analogy, so these three elements are connected with the series. Elements are connected with the series. In order to find the force current analogy, so these three elements are connected with the parallel. These three are connected with the parallel. Similarly, here I of t current is flowing through these elements, and E of t is the voltage provided. So that is voltage provided. So which is also a connected to this element is parallel. This is also parallelly connected to these elements in order to understand the force current analogy. Okay, so here a voltage is connected in parallel with these elements as shown in the circuit diagram. So this is also connected in parallel, but in force voltage analogy, so these all are elements are connected with the series with the voltage. Here it is a parallel with the voltage. Now from the circuit diagram and with the help of KCL, here Kirchhoff current law, so now we have to write the differential equations for this force current analogy with the help of KCL, Kirchhoff current current law. Equations, we can write the expression for current in terms of flux, resistance, capacitor and inductors. Okay, so we have to write this, instead of V we can write that I, because it is a force current is represented with I, so that C dt square by d square phi plus 1 by R dt by d phi plus phi by L. So that now comparing the above with that we have derived from the mechanical systems. So again we have to consider these equations with the mechanicals. So we have to consider comparison. We have make some comparison that M is analogous to the capacitor. See here, in the mechanical we are having the m dx square d square y, but in this we are having c dt square by d square psi. Okay, so this m is replaced with the c. Okay, and the uh, b is, so b is replaced with the inverse of 1 by r, inverse of r. Okay, and the l is, k is analogous to the inverse of l, k is the inverse of, k is analogous to the inverse of l. So this analogy is known as a forced current analogy. Forced current analogy. In the modeling of electrical system, there are two types of analogies are coming under. So one is the forced voltage analogy, and then one is the forced current analogy. So analogy is nothing but you can say that comparison with the mechanical systems. So we have here also you can describe these in the mathematical formulations. Mathematical formulations. So you can say that mathematical description of electrical system, mathematical description or mathematical modeling of electrical system. So this is what we are observing here. This equations is itself is the mathematical model of electrical system. Mathematical model of electrical system. So that electrical system can be described in terms of what formulas or in terms of the elements which are used in that electrical system. What are the elements we are used commonly? Capacitance, resistance and inductance. So in the mechanical system we have considered that spring, damper and mass. So these three elements are used in the mechanical system. Here the capacitance, resistance and inductance are used in the electrical system. This is what representing the analogy, that is forced current analogies, or you can say that mathematical description of the electrical system. Mathematical description of electrical system. With this we are going to complete it today session. Okay, in the next class we will discuss more about the servo hydraulic system, sorry, servo mechanism, thermal system, modeling of thermal system. So we have to discuss in the next classes. Okay, thank you.